My throat is killing me. My head hurts, I'm tired, I'm dead. And tonight I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get intoxicated and make a video. So let's see how well this goes. Now don't expect a great deal of visual editing here, okay? Because I'm still suffering from post-festival ailments. I wanted this video out pretty quickly and this is the only way to really do it. A good 90% of people must be OC creators. At one point in our lives, we all have an original character. Maybe it was something you drew in your school books as a kid. Maybe you had to make one for a story you were writing in English class. Maybe you even had an imaginary friend. All of these things are OCs. OC stands for original character and it's a pretty basic concept when you get down to it. Every character you see, be it a cartoon character, a mascot, or a comic book hero, are all someone's OCs. People who like to hate on OCs often forget that, but we're not here to talk about those people. Today we're going to talk about the people within the OC community itself. Mostly those on DeviantArt and YouTube, because I'll be damned if I knew how to use Toy House. Now, when I say community, I mean those that actively showcase their OCs on DeviantArt and YouTube and stuff. You can have OCs and not be in the OC community. That is fine, who cares? I focused more on involvement in a community and how it reflects the labels you're affiliated to in my I'm Not a Fairy video. There's a lot of things to talk about here, so I'm gonna talk about the things that bother me personally the most. You might be bugged by these things, you might not be. Opinions, like, everyone has them and it's cool to have them as long as you're not going to go out of your way to bother other people with them. The first thing I want to talk about is how the community takes one controversial subject and runs with it for months because everyone else is talking about it. I mean, yeah, there's the whole raising awareness side of it, but then there's also the, oh my god, I'm sick of hearing about this side of it. There's only so many rants about a thing that can be made before someone goes, you know what, this topic is a dead horse now. Everyone who keeps beating it is making a fool of themselves. Of course, this concept of beating a dead horse isn't mutually exclusive to the OC community. Take a look at the 5 rants made about me because I hurt someone's feelings. But this kind of thing seems to happen quite a lot in the OC community. Now, my first example of this happening in the OC community is recent, but god damn it, I'm gonna mention it. Fucking watch me. Icy Hazard released a video 3 months ago, and it's brought a bunch of rants recently because a few questionable points were made in it. Maybe these rants would have been more understandable if the video had been given some sort of impression to a vast audience. But as I record this, it only has like 3,000 views. I'm not trying to say the commentaries and rants on it are bad, just why are there so many if the original video only has 3,000 views? Now, I'm not going to stray too far into that because it's like, it should be over, this drama, because like Icy has actually apologised for it. So I'm going to talk about drama that was much bigger and is a bit older than the Icy Hazard drama. And that's the whole, this OC is a rapist drama. I'm not going to name names, you all know what this drama is about, and I'm not going to exhume this dead horse from its grave. This is an example of what I don't like what this community does, nothing more, nothing less. Before I even start here, I think I'm obliged to say that I don't endorse rape. Sorry, oh my god. I can't believe I have to say this, but apparently you have to explicitly say this, or else you'd be considered a sympathiser, so there! Are you happy? I put a poll out on DeviantArt a while ago asking if it's acceptable for an OC to rape or murder people. Most people said yes, but a majority of the comments are, murder is fine, but rape isn't. What? Do people not realise that, at least here in the UK, murder is a more serious offence than rape? There's like so much hypocrisy here, like you'll find just going around killing randomers' lives, but God forbid you go near someone's no-no square. I'm gonna link this back to the community now and say that a hell of a lot of OCs are murderers. Why aren't there so many rants about things like that? Is it because the owners of those OCs don't have hundreds of thousands of subscribers? Someone make a proper rant on Madford, please, because like rape is vanilla to him. Like, this is a guy who does very questionable things to children. Also, he's probably offensive to gay people if you look deep enough. I want a proper rant about him that isn't just, this guy looks like Grell Sutcliffe. Like, come on dude, you can do it. Even fucking Solar Sands was concerned by this dude, and I think that fact alone makes Madford a good candidate for these kind of rants. Speaking of Solar Sans, he like totally just fucking stole the last point I just made because he like tweeted this just after liking my tweet saying I was making this video. Like first he stole my carrot meme and now he's stealing my content.
I thought what we had was special!
Another thing that bothers me is when people compare OCs to other characters. Like, I've done videos about my OCs being compared to characters from actual franchises, but people have actually started comparing my OCs to other people's OCs. Like, good lord, do people actually know how insulting it is to hear this? Especially when you could easily prove that your character was created first. I'm not even going to go into that because I've talked about it too much at this point, and holy cow, it still grates on my nerves. Lastly, I want to talk about a conversation that digs up a lot of discussion, and that is criticism and how OC owners can't seem to take it. I'll eventually do a full video about this, but I just wanted to mention it here as well. OC creators don't have to listen to your advice. Your advice could be the best in the world, and yet no OC creator is obliged to listen to it. Only the OC creator knows what they want from this character, and only they had that vision. If your advice doesn't line up with their vision, then they're not gonna take it. They might listen to it, but they don't have to use it. Now, why is this a problem with the whole community? Because some people take this too far. I've seen countless arguments between people just because someone doesn't want to change their OC. I'm gonna use myself as an example here because I've seen people arguing on one comment for 2 months over my OCs. 2 fucking months! Why do people get so worked up over things? Like, why? Like, I understand if you have to take criticism if you were pitching these characters to a studio or something and they wouldn't sell. That's fine. But when they're for, like, non-commercial use, and God forgive me for saying this, just for fun, do you have to take this advice all the time? If we took the advice from everyone who gave us criticism for our characters, then they would no longer be our characters. Criticism is something that I need to talk about exclusively in one video, and I'm too tipsy to do that right now, so just stay tuned because I'll elaborate more on that topic soon. Anyway, those were some things in the OC community that bother me to no end. If anyone watching is bothered by separate things, let me know in the comments below. I might be missing some big things. Anyway, this is a very drunk Pentagrin here, signing out. Love you. Bye. Smooches.